While the World Series has yet to start, the off-season is right around the corner. In fact, the off-season starts 24 hours after the final outs are recorded. Which dates mean the most to the Milwaukee Brewers? Day after the World Series. The day after the World Series is when players can start filing for free agency. The Milwaukee Brewers have a few decisions to make in regards to options. Moustakas and Joakim Soria have mutual options that either side can choose to reject. Jeffress has a club option that is virtually assured of getting picked up. This is also the beginning of a 5-day, quiet period, in which teams can negotiate with their own free agents. Erik Kratz, Dan Jennings, Wade Miley, and Curtis Granderson are the unrestricted free agents that the Milwaukee Brewers can talk to. November 5th, BBWAA Awards finalists announced. This is when the finalists for the 4 major awards are revealed. Gold Glove winners are announced in November 6, Rookies of the Year are announced on November 12, Managers of the Year are announced on November 13, Cy Young Awards on November 14, and the MVP Awards are announced on November 15. The Milwaukee Brewers should be well represented in the major awards this year. November 6th to November 8th, GM meetings in Carlsbad, Kath. Initial GM meetings are scheduled for November 6th-8th. Last year, the GM meetings were very quiet as most executives used this period to gauge the temperature of the market. If last year was the beginning of a trend, this off-season could also be slow to develop. 15 days after the World Series, this is the last day for teams to extend one-year qualifying offers to their own free agents. These deals were worth $17.4 million last year, and are expected to be worth close to $18 million this year. The Milwaukee Brewers shouldn't have any free agents that they'll extend qualifying offers to, unless they really want to keep Miley. This is the last day for teams to offer contracts, to offer 2019 contracts to unsigned players still under team control. This includes arbitration-eligible players. The Milwaukee Brewers actually have a few tough decisions when it comes to non-tender candidates. Stephen Vogt, Jonathan Scope, Xavier Cheteno, and Junior Guerra could end up non-tendered if the Brewers are facing a budget crunch. December 9th to December 13th, winter meetings in Las Vegas, and VTHIs starts with everyone in the world of baseball looking for a job, including free agents, and ends with a Rule V draft. 15 teams made moves last year during the winter meetings, but the Milwaukee Brewers weren't among them. January 11th, arbitration numbers exchange. This is when teams exchange arbitration numbers with their players. This is also an opportunity for both sides to avoid going to arbitration. It's a miserable experience for both sides. The teams have to explain why their players are worth less than they think they are, and the players have to hear it. February 1st to February 20th, arbitration hearings. If teams and players can't find a middle ground, this is where they end up. It's a conference room in St. Petersburg, FL. February 23rd, Milwaukee Brewers start Cactus League play. Brewers open with on the road against the Chicago Cubs. Their first home spring training game is scheduled for February 26th against the San Diego Padres. March 28th, opening day. Milwaukee Brewers open the 2019 season with a 4-game series at home against the St. Louis Cardinals. Next, how was Orlando Arch's 2018 season? Want your voice heard? Join the Reviewing the Brew team. Write for us. The winter hasn't even started, and it's going to take a long time to get through it. But spring is waiting at the end. Pitchers and catchers report in 113 days. Opening day is 156 days away. The good news is that Reviewing the Brew is going to be here for you every day.